Hey everyone, it's me, Mid408, and honestly I should have made this video a long time ago, and I have a feeling my friends are probably gonna get at me for this, but this is a vent video, and those of you who have known me long enough to know who the name well enough of Tiger Girl Nez. I don't know if some of them forgot about her after some time or just don't like her, period. I mean, I can't blame them, so so this is about Tiger Girl Nez and my past with her, at least. And I'm pretty sure some of my friends that are probably going to be watching this later are fully aware of who Tiger Girl Nez is. And Tiger, if you do watch this, I'm sorry. I wish that things could have turned out better, and I wish that I just hope the best for you. And alright, I guess let's get started. Also, just a little awareness, I will be cursing a little bit. So, well, Tiger, she was a nice person. She was nice at first. When we would talk, it was normal, she joined my world, I said hello, we said hi back, and we eventually became friends. And, it was normal, we would talk and talk. Then we stopped talking for about a couple months. I didn't really see her. And, eventually, I think of the idea about, hey, why don't I give her, a good old-fashioned ring, see how she's doing, check up on her, And, everything was normal after that. I call her up, talk, see how she's doing, all that. Then I decide to invite another one of my friends, or 2 or 3, not too sure. Then things started to get a little out of hand. Tiger was violent towards them, very violent, actually. And, knowing me at the time, I guess she didn't know them and she was being protective, I guess, or something, I don't know. But I've known them longer than her. I had known them longer than her, so I guess I don't know what was going on at the time. Then, I get the idea of, all, 4 or 5 of us hanging out on my world or something. And, everyone else agreed except for Tiger. Tiger was all like, no, we shouldn't do that, just me and Flame, you guys don't go on the world, or something like that. And I'm like, what, why not? And she's like, 'cause you're mine. And everyone else in the party was like, hey, she's not yours, you shouldn't do that, she's not an object or something. And me, the caring soul that I am, well, as naive as I was, still kinda I am, honestly, but I'm getting off track. So I'm like, Tiger, come on, I've known them forever, please. And she was all fine. And then she says, but they better stay away from you. And during this time, I was like, what the heck, in my mind, but Then I came up with the conclusion at the time, like, she was being protective, since she didn't know them and I never introduced her to them. Yeah, that was to be expected. That was until she started fighting with them. A lot of fighting. She hated everybody. And, like, yeah. She started fighting with everybody I introduced her to. Everybody eventually started hating her for it. And, like, I honestly wanted to make amends, so I was asking Tiger if she would apologize to them. So, like, we can all get on with our lives, you know? She said yes. I invite them to the party. I believe at the time she starts fighting with them again. And, like, I was like, okay, you know what, Tiger, no. So I leave the party. I kicked Tiger, and she asked me, why'd you do that? And I'm like, because you're fighting with them. And I've known them for a very long time and all that, you know? And eventually she stops talking, and me and them are going on the rest of the time. So this is farther, like, I believe, like, a couple of weeks after that incident. Me and the others are hanging out. I come up with the idea with a do not laugh challenge one day, just for fun, just to get a little laughs out, because a lot of people were having the best day, so, and I'm like, yeah, and they thought it was a great idea. That is, until Tiger joins the mix. And I don't know and I believe some of my friends that watch my videos know what Tiger did that day, but she would purr, she would growl. It was like she was an animal or something. It was weird. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Honestly, I believe the same thing happened when I was doing a singing competition with my friends. As Twisted would call it, FNAF Got Talent. God, I miss when we did that. And, pretty much, we were doing the Do Not Laugh challenge. Red, Wool, and I believe either Brandon or Twisted was there. So, like, we're doing the Do Not Laugh challenge, and Tiger's there as well, should I mention. And, we're doing that, but she won't leave me alone. She won't leave me alone. She was right there next to me. I mean, like, I was fine with it at first, but it started getting annoying after some time. So, like, I was, like, doing, like, my little performance thing. It was, like, something I saw, I guess, and I thought it would have been funny for everyone, and they were laughing, and I get, a point. And, pretty much, after, like, a couple minutes, my mom tells me it's time to go to bed. And I say, okay, sorry guys, I gotta go. Tiger starts whimpering like a dog. And I'm like, Tiger, I gotta go. And then after some time of me having to fight back and forth with her, of me having to go to sleep, because I had school the next day, my mom, like, gets into the conversation. She says, all right, goodbye. And she hits the leave party thing. And I'm like, thank you. At the end, I don't know what happened between all of them after that. I didn't really ask them the next day, so yeah. I believe a couple months after, during that time, I didn't know something was going on, but Urcus EXP, I don't exactly want to reveal their gamer tag name. I don't want to reveal their Minecraft name, so Circus apparently was going through something personal in her life that one of her friends that I knew pretty well as well told me something was wrong. I was extremely worried. I told Brandon about it. Oh, sorry. Diamond. Sorry. His channel's name is It Is Your Boy Diamond. Go subscribe to him. He has pretty good content, not gonna lie. And, yeah. So I tell him about it. He's upset about it too because I introduced him to Laura once. And, he's kind of upset about it, I think. I don't know. Then Tiger starts laughing. And people, this is where it gets scary, alright? She starts laughing. And me and Brandon are like, why are you laughing, Tiger? And, like, honestly, I thought she was thinking of something funny, because knowing how naive I was. Then I start realizing when she starts laughing, like a maniac. If you guys have heard those the horror movies, the psychopaths do that psychotic laugh that normally a psychotic murderer would do, yeah. I mean, I did one of those once during a role play with, Circus, but, But, honestly, I then ask, Tiger, what did you do? And she says, actually, let's just say she was taking you away from me. I had to do something. That's what she actually said, so. And I'm like, Tiger, tell me, what did you do? Me and Brandon are asking, what did she do? She wouldn't answer. And then after some time, I thought she was gonna actually say what she did. And then she says what I never thought she would have ever said in my life. She says, do you want me to hurt you too? Honestly, I'm scared. I'm terrified. I was actually shaking. And, I honestly left the party right then and there, and I believe Brandon followed me right behind me. And I start a new party, invite only, as fast as I could. Because I didn't want Tiger following me into the party. So I invite Brandon back, and I believe he was like, what was that? What the hell was that? You know? Like, she's crazy or something. And I phoned up Robust and Mason. Robust, if you do see this. I don't think that you remember this, but I do. I tell them what she said, and, Funtime Bonnie and Robust were all like, we'll protect you, Flame, don't worry. We'll keep you safe, you know? Because they're great friends. Really great friends. And, as soon as they say that, Tiger joins his Diamond's world. And, honestly, I was scared because Robust was there, and I didn't want her finding out that me and him were together. Because if she found out, she would go nuts. That's how I believe she would have done. And since at the time I was with him, I didn't want him getting hurt, you know? And I didn't want him getting mixed up in this whole situation. So, yeah, I never told her about that. And, yeah. Eventually she leaves the world, I guess, and we start talking about it. I guess, and then at some point I leave the party to go to bed or something, you know, because you gotta get sleep for school. And pretty much I was pretty much shook after that little incident, and I didn't talk to her for a week, I believe. And I started during this time I was talking to someone called Lucky Spartan. I don't want to get into him at the moment because I do not want him, like, you know, getting kidnapped and all that, you know. And pretty much I tell him about what has been happening lately, and he's kind of worried, I think. And he tells me, you gotta call the cops, like, this isn't okay. Like, she might be a psychopath murderer under disguise. And I'm like, that's a good idea. So I wanted to, like, get evidence. Like, that didn't exactly happen. Eventually, after a while talking to her saying, without you, I'll be dead. And, like, if you leave me, I'll kill myself, you know? All that sob story BS. That classic BS sob story. I'm like, Tiger, what you did wasn't okay. And then apparently she revealed, as she says, I believe that it was like 10 people that she killed. And after that, I blocked her. And during that time that I knew her, she would cause me so much stress to the point where I would burst into tears. And like, and my mom could be like a witness to that if I had her with me right now. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. Anyways, y'all be careful out there when you're playing online. You can never know who to trust. You never know who you can trust out there, so everyone be safe out there. Be careful. Have a nice rest of your day. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye.